the first talk I have ever given, except when I was 16 years old and that didn't go over so well. So I'm beyond nervous right now, and I'm sure you guys will be able to tell.
Drink your beer.
Drink your beer.
All right. So talks about coupons, and if you're looking for something technical, this is not going to be it. But I've seen these every place, and I don't know if you guys have or not, but they're kind of nifty and they're fun to play around with, although legality is kind of questionable, but there is quite an interesting attack vector there. So, all right, so why coupons? Well, obviously money. It saves you money, and it's pretty much just like printing funny money, except it's a lot easier and people tend to accept it a lot better, I guess. I've never printed funny money, so I'm not really sure. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right. Okay, so the other thing is when you use a coupon, you have to have some sort of social engineering skills. And the reason for this is that if you hand somebody a coupon, right, they're not just going to accept it. Most of the time they will, but you might have to pull a little magic with them. So it's a great way to practice if you like taking risks, but that's up to you. Okay, so the basics. All right. How many of you have ever actually used a coupon? Wow, okay. So, well, that takes care of that. All right. So, this is a standard everyday coupon that you get in a Sunday newspaper. And the three things that you need to worry about, or that the people at the stores are concerned about, is this, which is the UPC, that, which is the data bar, and up top, the expiration date. You also kind of have to worry about the redemption policy, which is basically where it gets sent to, but not so much because a cashier really isn't going to read that. Okay. So, all right, this is a UPC. Now, the first number there is 5. That basically symbolizes that it's a coupon. All right. The company prefix, okay, is basically, say, for instance, P&G is 37000. All right. Now, any product from P&G will have that company prefix on it. All right. So for a coupon, right, if I wanted to make a coupon for P&G, okay, I just put 37000 on that for the company prefix. And it worked for just about any P&G product out there. Now, the family code actually determines, so say I wanted to make a coupon for Pepsi, all right, I'd put 1200 in the first part. I'm just giving you numbers, I apologize. But basically what the family code is for is so that if I wanted to make a coupon for just Mountain Dew, okay, I could use the family code so that it would only be available for that. The value code is basically how much you are able to save on the coupon, and there's a list to determine which numbers you use for that. It's pretty simple though. You just basically go down and copy it off the list, which I can show you here in a little bit. And then the check digit, which is basically just a checksum to make sure that the whole thing scans properly. All right. Data bars. Now, I didn't make a picture, but there's actually supposed to be 7 numbers in the company prefix. And basically all it is the same company prefix for UPC symbol, except there's 2 zeros added to the beginning. Now, they're not always like that, but for the most part, they pretty much are. And the offer code is basically just a random set of digits that enables the companies to track where their coupons have been used. Other than that, you really can't read the things unless you have a barcode scanner. Okay, so now the data bar is the new thing, and basically a data bar is replacing all the UPC little symbols on all the coupons, or they should have, but they're really not. So you have plenty of options in there, but the one really interesting thing about it all is that it enables you to bypass the manager. Now, say I wanted to make a coupon for, let's say, $10 or more, okay? Anything over $10 is going to need manager approval. However, if I was to use a data bar, right, it's not going to need manager's approval, and that's pretty much up to $50 to $100, depending on which store you use. So if I just made a coupon to say $50, I can hand it there, and any cashier that works at that store can could scan it and I instantly save $50 on my item. It's pretty important that they did this thing because the UPCs were getting old. You can only put so much on them. But yeah, so they're pretty easy to create, but they're very hard to read unless you do have a barcode reader. And these are just all the nifty little things that you can do with a barcode. You can get free this, free that. You can choose which products you want to have. You can have different manufacturers. There's just no end to what all you can do. All right, so now how many of you know of printed coupons? Do you use printed coupons? Okay, a few of you, not many. All right, printed coupons are the basically latest and greatest thing, or they were a few years ago. So most people don't know, but yes, you can print coupons, and yes, you can do them a lot. Anyway, so this is just, if you've never used printed coupons, I'll just go over this real quick. There's 4 main websites, and they also love to use Facebook, but they used to be able to download the coupon via PDF file, but you really can't anymore because they've gotten smart to that because people were copying them left and right. So they all redirect to either to coupons.com or one of the other 4 main websites. And that's pretty much it. There's pretty much only those 4 main websites. So I will, I have a couple pictures here just of what the coupons look like from each website. I don't know, I probably shouldn't show you guys, but I will, just so you get a gist of what they look like. Okay, so the limitations basically for every site, it's pretty, common sense. You got to install the software, you can only print one of them, you can only do it from Windows, and they have little codes on them that are attached to your IP address and what time you printed, so they can track you basically if you use a copy machine, which I've heard quite a lot of people do. So anyway, so this is one is from Coupon Network, and this is the software that you have to download and install, which is kind of silly. Coupons.com, same thing, pretty average looking thing here. Same software type thing here. This is from Red Plum. I didn't actually use the software or get a picture of the software. But this is Smart Source. Now, Smart Source is pretty much the main one that you're going to find everywhere. This is what they look like here. Okay, but this part here should be pretty noticeable. I'm sure you guys have seen that absolutely every place. But what's kind of nifty is the software that they ask you to run, which happens to be this. Do any of you know what that is? I'm sure you should all know what that is. But we'll get back to that a little bit later. So. Okay, so if you want to print more than one coupon, all right, it's really, really quite easy. And I basically bypasses all their software. And I'll just go through it real quick. All you have to do is add a printer, okay? And then once you add a printer, make sure that you have a PostScript color driver. And then you add a port. And once you add a port, you direct it to your local host. And then you set up Netcat. And once you do that, you basically have the access to it. And I can show you what that looks like here and why it's actually pretty much pointless to have all their software. Just give me 1 second here. Let's see. So, this is a Smart Source coupon that I downloaded. And we use Inkscape here, which is actually the next slide. I probably should have waited. But we'll open Inkscape here and wait for it. So this is an actual coupon that all I did was create a printer port and just basically run to my local host, and then I moved it into this here. My computer's horribly slow, I apologize. But anyway, so this right here, if I can find the mouse, all right, is your basic coupon, all right, that you printed. And the whole point of their software is so that you can't copy them. Well, it's obvious that this is pretty much pointless, especially when all you have to do is this. And then you have access to pretty much everything. So if I wanted to use their little thing here, or their data bar, or their UPC, or maybe I even liked using their little watermark that they have because it's kind of nifty design. So really simple, really easy to do. I don't even know if they know that you can do that, but they probably shouldn't, because if you do with breadplums, they actually have it all as one and you can't ungroup it like that. Okay, so go back to this. All right, so there we go. Okay, so Inkscape. It's basically all you need for this. It's your best friend, and it's your only friend really when you're doing this. There's other programs that you can use, but pretty much it's all Inkscape. So people are doing this, and they have done this for a long time. It's nothing new. I didn't do any work on this. I make no qualms about me doing any of this. There's a guy who already did this already. Pretty much goes by the name of Coupon Guy, and I believe he's in jail right now. Because he actually did one hell of a bunch of work. Not only did he come up with the programs to do all this, but he also came out with templates. He gave you info on how to do it. He gave you the codes for everything. It's all out there online, and people are actively doing this. So you can go into your popular image hosting board, and in the middle of the night, you find just hundreds of these things for anything you can possibly think of. Okay, so this is one of the actual coupons from the image board. Now, the thing is most of them are food coupons, and you know, $7 on a bag of pizza rolls is great, except a bag of pizza rolls usually only cost $6.50. So you know, people are going to look at you a little funny when you go, okay, give me 50 cents back for buying this. But they are out there. They do definitely work. They work quite a bit. And actually, just real quick, if you can see down here, if you see where the 000 is, I didn't go over that, but the actual 000 part there, the UPC, means that UPC barcode there is good for any product that has the 42800 number on it. So if you were to go to the store and look and find anything out there, right, that has 42800 or whatever the UPC you have on your coupon, right, that will be good for everything there. The discount is always going to be applied. It's like the null character, or however you want to explain it. Okay, so there's a couple more little quick things here. There's another one from duct tape. It kind of reminds me of Casey Anthony, but anyways. And this one here, now you might think these $50 ones, you know, you turn up, you kind of go, well, you know, who buys this? You know, who's actually going to believe it? Well, they do believe it, and it works actually quite often, more than you would possibly imagine, because cashiers just don't give a shit, basically. I wouldn't if I was a cashier, but anyways, well, I'm not. So, but now this is, I saw this a while ago, and this is the part that you really need to, you know, start thinking about, because if these are able to be downloaded by everybody and you're sharing them, you know, with hundreds and thousands of people, right, and you have a QR code right in the middle of it, you know, you might want to find out where that actually directs to. Luckily, this one directs to USA Today. Now, why it directs to USA Today, I don't know. I didn't make the darn thing, but it does. Now, there's a couple other interesting things real quick that I'll go over. Most of these, when you get them advanced like this, and this is actually a pretty good one here, there are errors, and I believe people put the errors in there because, you know, they don't want everybody, you know, using them, you know, basically, they don't want people to just have a free ride. You should probably modify them if you're going to do them yourself, and most people know this if they're actually using coupons, and people do this quite a bit. But the problem is if somebody actually really, you know, got their stuff together and was really good at making these, you know, you can kind of get where it's going. You could put a QR code for anything, and you really don't even need that. But the QR part does help because it just makes it look more legit. If it's okay with you guys, I wouldn't mind doing a demo here just to show you how quick and easy it makes. Is that okay with everybody? Do you want to see that?
Go for it.
All right, it's kind of hard because my screen's like a little messed up, and I don't know if this thing moves forward a little bit, but I'm going to have to kind of watch up here. So, all right, let's see here. Be a lot better if this did it in place. All right, so here we go. All right, so. All right, so this is a template from, can I move this up a little? I believe so. There we go. Just so I can see. There we go, mind the slow computer. Okay, this is a template that pretty much came from the coupon guy. Yeah, so it's a basic little template here. All right, so let's say I wanted to do a Bic lighter. All right, so first I get a little picture, which I happen to already have here. It's going to take about 5 minutes, so just don't mind me. I probably should have made a video of it, but I didn't for whatever reason. So, all right, so let's just get the picture in here real quick, like, and then we'll. So let's say $1. $1 works. All right, so, yep. All right, so let's see. Probably should have done this beforehand. Pick lighter. All right, and I happen to know the code here because, well, I've looked at a Bic lighter before I came in here, but it's 70330, and we'll make it good for any product from them. So we'll do 000 and $1 off. I think it's 76 if I remember correctly. If not, that's okay. We'll also need to do this over here, which is the data bar, and we'll just do it with 2 zeros in the front, and then 700, and then we'll just do this random, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about that? 6. All right, so there we go. And then what we will need is we will also need one of the programs that they have here. So, this is UPC Helper. Now, UPC Helper is basically just provides you with the, what it is when you do this, right, there's fonts in here, okay, and they need specific characters, but also in addition to that, you'll need to know that the checksum digit as well. So we'll just do 5, tab 0330, tab 000, and then we'll do 76, was it? Yes, 76. Okay, 76. So, this right here will just, okay. So all we have to do is type this in. It doesn't copy for some reason, but that's probably the reason behind it, I guess. Alright, so that is a working barcode that will enable me to save $1 off any product that has the manufacturer ID of the 70330. Alright, anything that has that on there, if you would scan this at a register, okay, it would definitely work. Alright, so now let's do the data bar. So we'll shut down here. So, this is the data bar helper. I didn't make this. I wish I did. I wish I had those kind of skills to sit down and plug away at this for days and days on end. But it's already made and it's quite nifty. So now you can see all the options, and there are plenty of them. But we'll just plug right through it. So 0070330, and then let's see, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the random digits. And we want to save 100 cents. Now, this right here, you can actually do free up into, you can do percents off, number of items. There's so many options with this thing here, and they pretty much all work at just about any major retailing store. Yeah, so, and then we'll want to do 000 for the family code, and we'll just do the expiration date real quick. Let's do January 1st, 2013. Oops. All right, so, and all we do is update this to these little numbers right down here, which is the actual numbers that are in the data bar, okay? They're just like, they're just like the numbers that are in the UPC, except it's a lot more advanced. And I could go through that with you, but it wouldn't make any sense, and it's kind of actually pointless to do it, because the whole point of this is want to be able to make your own and make them quickly. But okay, so this is the little program we have here to use it. You can see coupon guy right here. Anyway, so let's do, we want number 6 here because we want the GS1 data bar, and we'll change the value here just to see how big it is. We'll change that to an 8, and then we'll type in the code. And that's it. Now I have a data bar that will work for apologize, I had a slight little brain freeze for a second. I was thinking about something else. Okay, so all we need to do is drag that little image in there, and we pretty much have an absolute working coupon. So, there we go. All right, so here we go. There's our data bar, and now if I was to take this and print this off, minus a little date up here, which will change later. This is an actual working coupon. It might look a little funny, and I'll probably need to change the text here, which will take 2 seconds to change the text. Or what I mean is the description down here. But, okay, so the whole point of this, all right, is the fact that once you actually get here to this part, okay, what you can do is, if I wanted to go into set, right, and load up a nice little QR code, right, I can just import the QR code, and I believe I have one here already, since I don't need to do that. I don't want to demo Dave's set here. There's really no reason for that. But all right, so we'll just add in a QR code here. I don't even remember what this goes to, but it goes to something. All right, so say we'll throw it over here somewhere. All right, and since you saw all the smart source ones, and since this does have a smart source thing here, and I'm not actually printing this, although I don't know how legal this is or not, but we'll just see. So just to make it look up to date here, we'll delete that little picture there and close this out, and go down to here. Down on this one. Is that it? No, that's not it either. Yeah, so many of those open. No, that's not it either. Is that it? I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so we'll just import that in there, and God, this is hard with the screen size. So we'll just shrink this up and lower it, and then you have a pretty much 100% realistic looking coupon that looks just like anything you're going to find on any of the sites. Now, the one nice thing that you can do, all right, is say I wanted to use this for nefarious purposes, okay? So let's say I deleted this little image right here, this smart source thing here, all right? And I added in another site, okay? I added in just some graphic that I made up and linked it to my little site there, and then used the Java applet attack, okay? And then I made this coupon for something even more expensive, right? So let's say I did it for something like this here. I'll probably get in trouble for this. Okay, so let's just say I made something like this. Twice. There we go. So, valid coupon. It will scan at any major retail outlet. Okay, and if you notice this right here, x-coupon.com, right? So they want to verify it. They'll go to verify that, and if you can just host whatever you want, right? Now, this is the really important part, and I think I'm pretty much done since I showed you how to do this, and you kind of get the picture now. All right. Any place that accepts coupons, okay, you can do this too. All you have to do is get past the person working the cash register, and at the end of the night, the manager is going to see this, and they're going to wonder if this is real. So if you put a little QR code in there, make it look somewhat legit, and then you put your own site in there, okay, they are going to go and they are going to check this out, and people are stupid. We all know how stupid they are, okay? So most likely they're going to click yes, all right? So if you don't think this is a problem, okay, I invite you to take a walk through a mall and look at all the shops, because every single one of those will accept a coupon. So if you just go in there, take a couple pictures of some products and go back and make some of these and then hand them off, you pretty much have a way to get into just about any of their systems. Now, the other thing is, all right, now let's say I made one of these and used it with my personal army. You can imagine there are hundreds of kids everywhere across the United States just going and buying free routers and handing these off to Walmart's, Best Buys, wherever they sell the routers at, or food, or whatever you want to make it for. It's a really, really, really serious problem, and I don't know why nobody's brought it up before. But yeah, so I think that's about it. I'm sorry to end it like this, but I don't really have much more. So I've showed you how to do this, and you kind of get a good idea and why it's a really bad thing. But listen, printable coupons need to die. They have to end, because one day somebody's going to get their stuff together and they're going to realize how easy it is to do this, all right? And they will do this, and it will be a huge problem, and why it's not already, I don't know, but it will at one point. So that's my talk. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry it was quick, and I'm sorry it wasn't more technical, but maybe next time we'll get some interesting stuff. So that's it. I'm done. Okay? I think I left out a whole bunch.
Does anybody have any questions?
No questions. Good. No questions is a good thing.
Where do you get all the codes you put in? Is it on that
Oh,
Pen site or?
Okay. I mean, really, you know, all you have to really do is Google coupon guy, and you're going to eventually find the link. And it's a picture, and all you have to do is follow the thing. And it not only has the codes, okay, but it has the programs, it has the templates, it shows you, it tells you how to do everything you could possibly want to do. But yeah, it has all the codes. I have all the codes, actually. It's just a little picture, and it just lists them all. There's quite a bit. There's not too many, though. Like, the most you can actually save on a UPC symbol is up to $10. But for the actual codes, like the codes for the companies, just go through a store with a camera, and, you know, or just one of the barcode scanners they have on an Android phone, and just start scanning. In fact, there's actually some really cool Android applications that enable you to, you know, scan a barcode, look up all the products from the manufacturer, and then, you know, go to the website and find out, you know, which one's cheaper, blah, blah, blah. So, but yeah, the codes are all out there. It's totally public knowledge. So it's really easy to find. In fact, you can just Google the codes if you wanted to. So, yeah, simple stuff. Anything else? No? Good. All right, I'm going to go throw up now.
I agree.
Oh! Maybe I'll save that for another time. Yeah, that's probably best.
All right.